You're in your class, thinking about how happy you are that you've finally been accepted into a friend group. Jared and Jeff, man, they're so nice. They're just great people. They've allowed me to come and hang out with them and their friends. While in reality, they're too busy talking shit behind their back. They're sitting there, they're telling your crush the most embarrassing things they possibly could in hopes of ruining your chances and bringing you misery. You go to lunch, all the Jeffries are laughing at you. They found out that you had a crush on Amber, and they also found out that you got caught wanking off to the teacher. That's a little far, all right? Don't go thinking about your teachers like that. But today we're going to be talking about toxic friends. This is a good subject because nowadays toxic friends are the norm. I mean, people are truly toxic and we can't change that, but we can change who we hang out with. I'm going to be giving you 3 pointers on how to find toxic friends and get away from them. How to truly understand who's toxic and not. I myself have had a few toxic friends, and it's not very fun because you don't think that they're toxic. It's hard to distinguish it between your other friends. But then you find out what they've been saying behind your back, and man, it hurts. I'm going to be honest with you. It hurts. No matter if it's your best friend or even if it's someone you don't really know, it hurts. The closer you are to them, the more it hurts because it's the more trust that you gave to them. There was one time I had a real good friend, and I ended up telling him some real emotional stuff. The next day I find out the whole lunch table knows. It was, man, that hurt. I hope you guys don't have to ever go through that because it's not fun. And I'm highly telling you guys, don't be that person. Don't tell the secrets that your friend told you not to, because that's his trust that he gave to you. That's his blood. That's his honor that he gave to you. Don't ruin that. It's hard to find people who will truly open up to you. Don't ruin that. Don't stab him in his back. That's not fair to him. That's not fair to anyone. Don't do that. Toxic friends, what to look out for. Number 1, you got to look out to what they've done in the past, how they've treated their other friends, if they're still friends with multiple friends. Sometimes they come in pairs. Sometimes it's 2 toxic people that just love ruining other people's lives. You see it very often, or they invite a third person to a friend group and it never really works because those 2 people are close. That third person will never be able to get into that friend group truly because those 2 friends are friends, and it's just kind of an addition that they don't really accept. They don't really love that person being in their group. It's just a numbers thing. Or they like hanging out with them, but that person will never be able to truly be a happy person in that friend group because it just will never work. This is how I've had some friends in the past, and we were best friends when it was me and the other guy. We were best friends hanging out, the 2 of us, and then a third person got added. And then that friend just went off with the other person, and I felt as if I was betrayed. I felt as if I was no longer his friend. So I suggest to you guys, pick a friend, hang out with that friend. If it works with 2 people and you guys truly do have fun, then do it. But what I've noticed is that when there's 2 or more people in odd numbers, then one person gets played out and one person is constantly the target of, how are you, bullying. It's not bullying. He gets the target for teasing, and it's not fun to be that target. Thankfully, I'm not that target anymore, but at one time I was that target. The second thing, how's their at-home life? Their at-home life will truly contradict how their in-person life is in school. If they're at home struggling with stuff, most likely they're going to be taking out their problems on other people. They're going to be taking out their issues on those around them because that's the only way they feel that they can handle it, the only way that they can do any sort of thing, because they can't speak up towards their parents, so that they have to go and speak up towards their friends and be mean to their friends. I don't know. It's truly sad, but that's something that very oftenly happens. People take out their at-home lives on you, and you need to be a strong enough person to not allow that to happen, and you need to cut the shit and tell them that I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to get hurt emotionally and physically because you're having problems. I'll speak to you and I'll be there for you as a brother, but I cannot allow you to stab me in my back. This is the third and the final and most important piece to staying away from toxic friends. That's to cut them off if you find out they're toxic. You could know all this stuff. You could know they're toxic, all this. You could see all the flags, all the red flags, as you would say. But if you don't cut them off, then what's the point? I'm not saying to cut off someone who's hurting in the last scenario. If that friend really needs someone to talk to, and you know that you can be there for them, be there for them. But if you know that they're going to continue to stab you in your back and use you as a pawn in their game, don't allow it to happen. Cut them off. Now there's two ways to do this. You can slowly start to decrease the chats, slowly start to decrease the contact that you have with them, and it will slowly fizzle off unless they are a true brother of yours and they know that they need to fight to be your friend and you need to fight to be their friend. But if it's someone who is only in your life to cause harm, they'll fizzle away very quickly. And then the second one, to cut them off completely, cold turkey. This is the route that it's more abrupt, but in the long run, I think that it's better. I think that they know that you aren't putting up with their shit. They know that they can't treat you like that when you cut them off, you unfollow them. They know that you are truly a strong man if you have put in these things to allow yourself to not be hurt by these people because you're strong enough to not allow it to happen. I suggest to you, reevaluate your friends. One of the quotes, Andrew Tate. Your friends are only as strong as when you're in jail. Think about it. How would your friends act if you were in jail? Reevaluate your friends. Truly know if they would be there to help get you out, or if they would just be too busy watching porn and playing Netflix on their computer. Reevaluate your friends. Cut out the toxic ones. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like the video, please like or subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day and stay hard.